Hello, today we're talking about old mysteries that we've solved. Welcome. We've made a list of 10 mysteries from a long time ago that we now have answers for. People who study old things, like archaeologists, helped find these answers. We're looking at puzzling questions from history that now have good explanations. Tell us what you think in the comments. Number 10. The mysterious Egyptian sculpture. In a museum in Scotland, there's a small sculpture from Egypt that was very confusing. It shows a young king with another person, but that person's face is missing. We didn't know who they were. But a smart person named Margaret Maitland, who works at the museum, found out that a special group made this sculpture. This group was allowed to show kings with regular people. Number 9. Lost city in the sand. Long ago, people talked about a city in Arabia that disappeared under the sand. An explorer named Nicholas Clapp found an old fort in Oman buried in the sand. This fort is really old, about 2,000 years. It seems like this buried fort could be the real place from the story. The fort fell into a hole, just like the legend says. Number 8. Skull with holes in Otranto. In a town in Italy, there are skulls with holes in them. People didn't know why. In 2015, smart people from the University of Pisa figured it out. These holes were made by a special tool long ago to help sick people. Number 7. Spiral water wells. In a country called Peru, there are deep holes in the ground that go in a spiral shape. These holes are called puccios. They were used to bring water to dry places. Clever people like Rosa Panara and experts from Italy found out that wind was used to move water through these holes. Number 6. Water in the desert city. In Syria's middle, there's an old city called Palmyra. It was rich during the Roman Empire. But how did it have water in the desert? The University of Bergen and the Palmyra Museum found answers. They used pictures from above and saw that buried grass roots kept rainwater. Dams and tanks collected this water. Number 5. Strong Roman concrete. The Romans had a special strong concrete. It's made from ash and lime. It doesn't break easily and it can fix itself. Tatiana Venorio from Stanford found similar material in a volcano region. This material helped Roman structures last thousands of years. Number 4. The Great Pyramids. The huge pyramids in Egypt have always been a mystery. People who made them didn't leave us notes, but we've learned a lot. The pyramids are like guards in Cairo, and they're very old. Before Jesus, workers used boats and ramps to move heavy stones. They had special ways to build layers, and it took many years to finish them. In 2017, we found an old rock factory that helped us know how they made the blocks. Number 3. Maya calendar. Long ago, the Maya people had a special calendar. It was puzzling because it had 819 days. They knew about planets, but got the dates wrong. We found out they had a bigger calendar that lasted 45 years. They knew math and used this big calendar to match planets' movements. Scholars at Tulane University figured this out and told us. Number 2. Troy. People wondered if the city in the story of Troy was real. Poets told stories about it, but we didn't know if it was true. In 1871, Heinrich Schliemann and Frank Calvert found the city's ruins in Turkey. The city of Troy had many layers. Frank Calvert knew where it was before Schliemann did. We're not sure about the whole story, but we know Troy was a real place. Number 1. The Lost Army of Cambyses Cambyses led an empire in the past. He sent an army to a desert, but it disappeared. People thought it was a story, but in 2009, we found evidence. Brothers Angelo and Alfredo Castiglione found tools and bones in Egypt's oasis. Did you enjoy this video? Subscribing and ringing the bell to get our latest videos. See you in the next video. Thank you.